Guys, congratulations. Kind of seems like in a lot of ways a repeat of the game down there where you clamped down defensively and held them. What did you do well tonight? I saw you mix defenses up a little bit. They couldn't knock down an outside shot very well. What did you guys do particularly well on the defensive end tonight?
They were 3 for 25 from 3. That's a team that is an outstanding shooting team. Past couple of games they've been averaging 70. We kept them 48. I don't know whether that was 18 for 60 from the field. So, it was just like a team effort. We had our hands in there, got a bunch of steals, disrupted their rhythm, and thankfully that disrupted the rhythm on their shots, because clearly that's not a characteristic of that team. 3 for 25.
Jeremy, I mean, to kind of break out like that in this game, I mean, what did it feel like, just being able to contribute like that?
It felt great. I mean, Coach is always talking about be ready. My teammates are always saying be ready. The shots were there finally, and they finally were starting to go down too.
Did you feel, I mean, you came in, I know Riley got in foul trouble. I think you even came in first before he even got in foul trouble. So were you nervous? Like you said, did it just feel right, or what changed in this game, at least for you?
I mean, we played a lot of games so far, so I mean, I'm no longer a freshman, So I guess I was ready, long we could practice.
How big of a spark was Jeremy tonight, guys? I mean, Riley was in foul trouble. He hit a couple of shots there. In your mind, how big of a spark was he?
He was awesome. I mean, coming off the bench, playing 16 minutes after there were a few games of not seeing any, and being able to produce like that, it was awesome for us to watch. I know there were a few more times I saw him spot up, shoot it. He decided not to, I bet Coach was glad, but that's just the kind of confidence we have in him. I mean, we see him do this every day in practice. He's a sniper.
DC, second straight game, you guys knew you had to get on the glass. You end up out rebounding him. How big was that to control the glass tonight again for a second straight game?
Well, we knew CSU was coming as a really physical team, so we emphasized that in practice, just getting rebounds, just focus on the glass, because if they got a lot of offensive rebounds, it could be a completely different game.
Larry, you always hear Coach talk about the defensive edge and being worried defensively, and it seemed like you guys were just intense pretty much throughout this game on that end. I mean, how much did you feel like you guys were really into it throughout the game on the defensive end?
I thought we were focused throughout. I mean, like we had talked earlier this week, we won that game in Fort Collins in the second half really without me. I was not engaged. So to get a whole team effort like this and play the second half like we did, and even the first half keeping them to 13 points, I mean, that's one Coach Shyatt is that's going to be on our bulletin board for picture performance.
DC, it was another pretty big crowd tonight, and students really showed up. I mean, how much did you guys kind of enjoy just the atmosphere inside there tonight?
I love it so much. I mean, that's all we ever want. Like, that's our dream. We see a lot of teams when we watch college basketball on TV, just have a crazy crowd. And tonight might have been one of the craziest student sections I've ever seen. I was just so happy to be a part of the program and get to see that in my time here.
Larry, the physicality of the game, I mean, they let quite a bit go. Was that okay for you guys, or?
It was going both ways. I mean, there were a few times Avila and Daniels were down there pushing with me, and back on the other end, the refs let it go when I was pushing with them. So it was definitely very physical, but very, very fair.
DC, are you